I'm super grateful to be invited to offer a testimonial relating to simply Rawlicious and the work that Pete and Hannah are doing. So my name's Jay Bird. I met Pete many moons ago and have been on a journey myself from fruitarianism to veganism to vegetarianism and back again, eating fish, pescatarianism, if that's a word, and even going back to eating chicken at some point, and wondering about my energy levels and what I should and shouldn't be eating from the mind, knowing always that when I eat in the way that Pete has taught me, I feel my best and I look my best, and energetically I feel the cleanest and purest and energized. Some people may think it's a radical lifestyle, but actually when you look at it objectively, it makes complete sense, to eat things that are alive, that gives life to, our body is 75% water. So to eat high water content dense foods and to understand the dynamics of, what is inflammatory, like eating chickpeas or, legumes or lentils, things that vegetarians would normally eat are not permissible in that raw food vegan diet. But the other thing that I want to speak into is, the way that the food is presented and the artistry and the beauty of the culinary skills that Pete and Hannah have developed. And, what blew my mind, and I've had the opportunity to work in the kitchen, and understanding that food is medicine, and not just on the level of consumption of it, but how we interact with it, our intention and energetics when we come to the table to touch the food, to prepare the food. Pete is so clear on how important that we are coming as a hollow reed, allowing spirit to come through us into that food, and so it can energize the food in a really powerful way, which just expands this whole healing experience. So he's very clear about frequency and vibration. His background and exploration into his own understanding of his masculinity and his humanity and his spirit informs everything that he does. And so there is a wholeness and a completeness that is expressed through the food. And he's also very functional and practical because he has that background, and the food has this kind of presentation, which is, it's almost, I think he worked in classic cars at some point. There's a classic car kind of polished and finished to the food. And that just makes you also really want to just devour it. But ultimately, the most important part of this for me has been that Pete lives the life and Hannah lives that life. They are authentic and sovereign and real people, living, breathing examples of the benefits and the commitment, because it is a big commitment. It takes a lot of work to grow your own food, to manage the logistics of providing for yourself in that way. Our society and our convenience culture and comfort culture has taken away this responsibility, and it's also taken away our health in the process, because we don't know what we're eating and we don't know what's in it. And so getting back to this, the purity of that, the offerings that Hannah and Pete bring and the teachings that they have nurtured, invested in and mastered are priceless. They are, for me, not just life-changing, they are life-saving. If you change your diet and listen to the wisdom that comes through them. And there are so many levels, you know. I mean, we're talking parasites, we're talking detoxing, we're talking spirit. So there's the physical, the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual. And their understanding of all of these factors in relationship to food as medicine is what makes their work and their offering so potent. So if this is something that resonates for you, or you feel that you're just around the way that we function and live our lives, which informs the food, and the food informs the protocol. And so there is this kind of, this marrying and this synthesis of all of these things that he has and Hannah has joined him with, mastered over 18 years of living that truth, being who he's being, and the results speak for themselves, you know. So I'm checking out with gratitude. Food is medicine, and if you have anything that you wish to learn about this topic, these are the masters.